Trees Grow Over Fences, a story about the author's education journey. Failure stared her in the face. She felt defeated. She wanted to run away. She wanted to disappear. She wanted to hide so that she would not have to look into the faces of her parents, her siblings, her classmates, and the villagers. Sadly, she found herself slipping into a world of greater desperation and hopelessness. Her parents, sensing the depth of her agony, came to her rescue. It was at this point she decided, against all odds, to defy expectations. She saw a glimmer of hope. Dreaming was once again possible. Chapter 23. It was just a little after the middle of the year. The poi trees were finished shedding its bright yellow and purple flowers, and they stood bare against the hill. An early morning shower ended and the sun came up. It was late morning. I sat on the stairs, thinking, just thinking. I heard my mother's familiar footsteps as she walked up the front stairs and stepped on the wooden floor of the sitting room and into the kitchen. The rusted hinges creaked as she unbolted the lower half of the door that led to the stairs behind the house and pushed it open. As the warm rays of the morning sun beamed across the flight of stairs, I sensed my mother's shadow over me. My chest tightened as her footstep paused on the landing above. I bowed my head, I shut my eyes, and wished that the footstep would just go away. But the pattering of Mummy's brown plastic shoes started again. She walked down the stairs to where I was sitting. I did not look up because I did not want to stare into her face. My bony chest and shoulders sprang up and down as I took short gasps of breath. I pulled the neck of my t-shirt and tried to mop my tears. Mummy walked past me and stood at the bottom of the treader. Standing in front of me, she said nothing. She stepped forward, placed one of her feet beside me and the other on the step just below, while firmly lifting my chin. "What you crying for?" With both hands, she held the side of my face and wiped my eyes with her thumb. I peered into her eyes and felt like a little girl once more, but I had enough sense to know that I had disappointed myself and everyone else. This was the climax of one of the most traumatic experiences in my life. I was now a girl of 12 and not wanting to face my mommy, my daddy, nanny, my siblings, and others. Because I had failed. I had failed to achieve the one thing I felt will make my parents very proud. I failed. I could see that Mommy was not angry with me, but perhaps she wished that things were different. "Come on, champion," he would often say, but I felt unworthy of my father's love on that day. Come eat your food," he whispered in a voice that told me he already knew what had happened. I got up and waddled behind him as he went towards the dinner table. I kept my eyes on my covered plate of food, which was still there. I sat down with my eyes fixed on the uncovered plate, forcing a spoonful into my half-open mouth. I sensed my father's gaze. My daddy pulled out a white rag from his pocket, leaned forward, wiped my eyes, and whispered, "Hush, hush. Don't mind them. It takes a champion to be born." I did not know what the word meant, and I never asked. I came to know that Daddy was calling me a winner against all odds. He told me that it took a champion to come first in the race for life. It took a champion to outrun millions. It took a champion to be born. He made sure that I fully understood. And though my mother was the lieutenant in my journey, education journey, she was not privileged to see me walk up to receive any of my awards, my certificates, because she died when she was exactly my age. So this is for my mother. Look, Mama, look how I'm walking tall and strong. Look how I'm walking in the dark and in the rain. And Mama, I'm falling into valleys too. You are right, Mama. I don't need your shoe. For I feel my feet growing and my shoes are growing too. And the fashion of my shoes are being underpinned by my attitude to life and what I do. And I'm climbing up mountains and falling through valleys just like you. Thanks for your life, Mama. Don't need your shoe. Your shoe was for you. If you would like to continue reading Trees Grow for Fences, copies are available at Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, Charon's, RIK, Keith Can, and most of the major bookstores in Trinidad and Tobago. My website, michaellejames.com, MICHAELLEJAMES.com. Thank you for listening.